The Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) has derecognized Julius Abure as a chairman of the Labour Party. This was made known as INEC invalidated all the candidates of the Labour Party that was submitted by Julius Abure for the August 16, 2025 by-election. Now, what this means is that the Labour Party will not have any candidates in the August 16 by-election that will be taking place across the country and the Federal Capital Territory Abuja Council elections. The reason for not recognizing the candidates submitted by Julius Abure is because INEC is seeing Julius Abure as an illegitimate chairman. That means the position Julius Abure is occupying is illegal. What this means is that Julius Abure do not have the right to conduct any primaries that will produce any candidate for any election. So what it means is that INEC has finally decided to act on the Supreme Court judgment that they recognize Julius Abure as the chairman of the Labour Party. Remember, the reason why Julius Abure is being called or seen as the chairman of the Labour Party is because INEC was forced by a court of law to recognize Julius Abure. INEC as a body is charged with the responsibility of organizing and running political parties and elections in this country. In as much as every political party has their chairman, INEC also has say in what happened in the political party. June 8, 2024, Julius Abure's tenure as the chairman of the Labour Party elapsed. Now, he was meant to conduct a convention. A convention is not just something you go to a hotel to conduct. It takes a proper process to conduct a convention, and it must be supervised by INEC. Julius Abure did not want to conduct that convention, then INEC decided to derecognize him as the chairman of the Labour Party. So this forced him to go and conduct a convention in INEC, but that convention did not follow the due process. You are supposed to conduct a convention that will start from the ward level to the local government level to the state level, then to the national level. It is the national level convention that will produce the executive of the Labour Party at the national level, which also implies producing the chairman of the Labour Party. But Julius Abure did not follow that due process. He just went to Nnewi, conducted a convention that returned him and all the national working committees under his administration back as the leaders of the Labour Party. That move did not go well with majority of the Labour Party stakeholders that worked tirelessly prior to the 2023 presidential election to make Labour Party a national party. Labour Party has been in existence for the past 20 years. Labour Party was funded by the Nigerian Labour Congress, but Labour Party has remained relatively unknown, or let me call them a placeholder political party. It was prior to the 2023 presidential election when Mr. Peter Obi and his obedience movement left the PDP and joined the Labour Party that Labour Party became a household name. Labour Party did the unimaginable during the last election, and it was something that most Nigerians look up to. Most Nigerians look forward to Labour Party becoming a mainstay political party. They look up to Labour Party becoming one of the best political party in Nigeria. But after the last election, Labour Party was engulfed in leadership crisis that was instigated by Julius Abure. We all know that, yes, that the presidency and other elements that did not want Labour Party to become a strong party so that Peter Obi will not use it as a vehicle in 2027 were also responsible for the crisis in Labour Party. But Julius Abure decided to allow himself to be used by this element to destabilize the Labour Party. He was meant to conduct a proper convention that will usher in new leadership into the Labour Party, but he faltered. He decided to do it his own way and return himself back as the leader of the Labour Party. During the process of all of this crisis, so many persons left the Labour Party. They used the crisis in the Labour Party as an avenue to leave the Labour Party. Of course, that is what the electoral law states, that you can leave a political party when there is crisis in that party. Julius Abure decided to take INEC to court, and the court mandated INEC to recognize Julius Abure as the chairman of the Labour Party. Recognizing Julius Abure as the chairman of the Labour Party did not go in line with what the stakeholders wanted. They wanted to rebuild the Labour Party. They wanted other new minds, other fresh brains to come into the Labour Party and turn the Labour Party into the biggest political party in Nigeria. With Julius Abure at the helm of affairs, it means that this is not going to be possible. A stakeholder meeting was convened in Umuahia, Abia State, where Nenadi Usman and 29 others were inaugurated as a caretaker committee chairman of the Labour Party. But with the declaration of the court, it means that the caretaker committees, they are illegal. Therefore, they decided to take it to the Appeal Court and the Supreme Court. The Appeal Court still recognized Julius Abure as the chairman of the Labour Party, but the Supreme Court invalidated all of those rulings that recognized Julius Abure as the chairman of the Labour Party. What it means is that INEC, that was mandated by the High Court and the Appeal Court to recognize Julius Abure as the chairman of the Labour Party, need to follow suit and derecognize Julius Abure as the chairman of the Labour Party after the Supreme Court, the highest court in the land, has given an injunction, a judgment in that regard. But INEC decided to take months to study that judgment from the Supreme Court. Now, this delay INEC had gave Julius Abure and his cohort an opportunity to still parade themselves as leaders of the Labour Party, thereby conducting primaries. And the primaries they conducted, they submitted the list of candidates to INEC. Now, with that officially coming out to say that they have derecognized Julius Abure, INEC is invalidating all the candidates submitted by Julius Abure. It means that Labour Party will not have candidates in the by-election. This is a crack in the Labour Party. This is a vacuum that is being created by the leadership crisis in Labour Party. And this is also a dent on the image of INEC. As an umpire, INEC ought to be impartial. INEC ought to act immediately a judgment is released. But INEC is taking months to study a judgment, allowing the people in power an opportunity to continue in their illegality. As much as this is going to leave a crack and a dent in the Labour Party, it is also a welcome development, because for long we have been battling with this crisis in the Labour Party. With this over, it means that Mr. Peter Obi and the caretaker committee in the Labour Party now have the opportunity to reposition the Labour Party. Now, what this is going to mean is that they are going to conduct a national convention. This national convention will usher in new leaders of the Labour Party. And this is also going to give Mr. Peter Obi a bragging right. We all know that there have been a lot of controversies and opinion regarding when Mr. Peter Obi is going to contest in 2027. Many people did not even believe that Peter Obi will even contest in the Labour Party because of this crisis. So many obedient have been advising Mr. Peter Obi to immediately leave the Labour Party and go create his own political party. But with this crisis over, it means that they can now issue in new leadership that believe in the ideology and the message of Mr. Peter Obi, new leadership that is in line with what Nigerians want, new leadership that will rebuild the Labour Party and make it the biggest political party in Nigeria. Labour Party has the potentials to do that. Labour Party won the 2023 presidential election. The reason why that election was rigged in so many areas was because of moles, because of sellout in the Labour Party. As a matter of fact, Julius Abure was even being seen as a sellout. It is being reported that the money that was allocated for agents across the country was being held by Julius Abure. He refused to disburse money to agents to enable people to go and supervise Labour Party votes across the country. That is the reason why in some of the polling units where you voted, there was no Labour Party agent there. I speaking to you, I acted as a Labour Party agent in my own polling unit where I voted for. After the voting and the counting was done, I noticed that there was no Labour Party agent there. I stood in the gap and I presented myself as a Labour Party agent, ensured that everything was done accordingly, and Mr. Peter Obi won in that polling unit. If I was not there, I can tell you for free that that vote belonging to Mr. Peter Obi would have been stolen and nobody will know about it. This is what happened across the country. This is how Mr. Peter Obi vote was stolen across the country. So, going to 2027, if Mr. Peter Obi is going to contest under the Labour Party, with this new leadership being ushered into the Labour Party, it will solve all of these issues. And I can tell you, if you have massive vote turnout, massive voters voting for Mr. Peter Obi, it will be impossible to rig that election. INEC used the technical glitch of the IREF to rig the 2023 presidential election, but in 2027 it is not going to be IREF. They will not go that route. They will make sure that all results are transmitted in real time via the INEC portal. So if you have pool agents on ground to supervise the vote of Mr. Peter Obi, it will be impossible to steal his vote. But in case Mr. Peter Obi do not want to contest under the Labour Party, you have the ADC and the PDP that is still courting and begging him to join them. Mr. Peter Obi now has a leverage. They are not going to see Mr. Peter Obi as someone that doesn't have a political party anymore. He has Labour Party at his disposal. If they fail to give him the ticket, he will contest in the Labour Party. If they give him the ticket, Mr. Peter Obi is going to bring the structure of the Labour Party to the ADC or to the PDP. This will make up for a better coalition than we currently have in the ADC. Thank you for watching. I will see you in the next video.